You asked for it, you paid for it. Here it is. Emily reads 50 Shades Darker. Before I start this book, I want to make a couple of predictions. Anastasia's totally going to hook up with Jose. The voices inside Anna's head are going to get more character development than any of the real characters. And there'll be an Icarus flying too close to the sun reference. Unless she comes up with a new metaphor. That'd be insane. How do I know these things? Am I psychic? Have I read Twilight? Who can say? Time to read 50 Shades Darker. Chapter 1. Oh, there's a prologue. Shit. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect this. The prologue, at least, is written from the perspective of Christian Grey, I think. The prologue is a flashback dream sequence of a little boy hiding under a table while a man beats his mother with a belt. A chilling wail wakes him. Christ! He's drenched in sweat and his heart is pounding. What the fuck? He takes a deep, steadying breath, trying to rid his mind and nostrils of the smell of cheap bourbon and stale Camel cigarettes. And then it's chapter 1. Was that Christian Grey having a nightmare because he's gone insane without Anna? Who can say? Chapter 1. I survived day 3 post-Christian. Oh god. I had forgotten how annoying Anastasia Steele is. She started work with Mr. Jack Hyde, whose blue eyes are twinkling. Twinkly eyes. She goes home from work on the bus because she doesn't have a car, and she sits at home alone because Kate's in Barbados. No inquisition for you. A delivery boy rings the door. Christian Grey has sent her 24 white long-stemmed roses to congratulate her on her first day of work. They broke up. What are you doing, man? And so a pattern develops. Wake, work, cry, sleep. In the previous book, work was replaced by fuck. She doesn't talk to people. She's become a isolated island. A ravaged, war-torn land where nothing grows and the horizons are bleak. She's not eating. Christian has emailed her saying, I know it's the opening for your friend's show tomorrow and it's a long drive. Do you want me to take you? You break up with a person, you have to walk away for a bit. Like at least 2 weeks before you can hang out. She's crying at work. Jose's show. I'd forgotten all about it. I hadn't. You're totally gonna hook up with Jose. She's hugging herself when crying in a toilet stall at work. Ooh, she agrees to get a lift from Christian to Jose's show. Things just got interesting. Christian's coming to pick her up from work. I'm so excited. Jack Hyde's asking her out for a drink. Orkies. She's got dark circles under her eyes and she's lost a lot of weight and she's like, I wish I knew how to use makeup. There's tutorials on YouTube for that kind of stuff. Wow, she talks about her hair and it's not dramatic. What is life? Taylor's waiting for her outside. Christian Grey's in the back of the car and his grey eyes are glowing. I just don't think that's true. He's scowling at her for some reason. Ah, because she's got skinny. Ooh, wow. He says, when did you last eat? And she says, hello Christian, it's nice to see you too. I don't want your smart mouth now. Answer me. What the fuck? If nothing else in your entire relationship has told you that you shouldn't be with this guy, this interaction has told you that. Apparently she's lost 5 pounds since they saw each other. She's thinking to herself, why does he always make me feel like an errant child? Just a quick word of advice, viewers. If your romantic partner always makes you feel like an errant child, don't be in that relationship. He misses her. She's sitting on his lap. We were all foolish to ever think that they were just driving to Jose's show. He's taken her to a helicopter. Taylor smiles at her and she smiles back. I should give you back your handkerchief. Keep it, Miss Steele. With my best wishes. Oh, Taylor. Taylor's my favorite. They're holding hands. What is even happening? The familiar pull is there. I'm drawn. Icarus to his son. I knew that asking for a new metaphor was too much to ask. I've been burned already and yet here I am again. They're in an elevator. He glances down at me and it's there in the air between us. That electricity. Desire pools dark and deadly in my groin. Why is this happening again? She's biting her lip. Ah, I thought they broke up. My inner goddess stirs from her 5-day sulk. She's back! They make it up to the roof without fucking, that's good. He buckles her in and says, I must say I like this harness on you. I feel like we've been here and done this already. They take off and Seattle and my stomach drop away from us. Medic. He's saying he's gonna take her for dinner and she says, Christian, we broke up. I know, I can still take you there and feed you. They're flying over Seattle and I am Icarus again. flying far too close. We're only this far in and we've already done Icarus twice. No new metaphors, just the old one. His eyes are glowing again. He's so rude. He's like, well, let's go see the boys' photos. The elevator's out of order, so they need to walk down the stairs. Thank goodness. Out of nowhere, she just says, Jose is just a friend. Christian turns and gazes at me, his eyes dark and guarded. His mouth, oh, his mouth is distracting. Is this the only description I'm ever gonna get of his mouth? It's distracting. I hate you, E.L. James. He says, I want you back and I want you healthy, but nothing's changed. And then she thinks in italics, you're still 50 Shades. Title of book. They're in Jose's gallery. For a moment, my troubles melt away as I grasp that Jose has realized his dream. Italics. Way to go, Jose! Jose comes running towards her and her italics are thinking, holy cow! He looks good and he's beaming at me. He's my only friend while Kate is away. That is just sad. Jose says, how did you get here? And she's like, Christian brought me. Jose's face falls and he releases me. Jose says, listen, I should warn you, and then gets cut off and dragged away. It's like a horror movie. There's one thing you absolutely must know and it's... then they die. Okay. They turn the corner and there's 7 huge portraits of Anna on the wall. This must have been what Jose was trying to warn her about. Christian looks at them and he says, seems I'm not the only one. He's pinning her with his bright gaze. You look very relaxed in these photographs, Anastasia. I don't see you like that very often. Gee, I wonder why, Mr. Creepy Man. Deep inside me, that joy stirs again. Italics. But how can this be? We have issues. The title of this book should be We Have Issues. His eyes are blazing. She says you need to stop intimidating me and he says you need to start communicating with me about how you really feel. Bam! Conflict resolution. No couples counseling required. His eyes are blazing. She's actually saying quite intelligent things right now. It's very confusing being with you. You don't want me to defy you, but then you like my smart mouth. You want obedience except when you don't, so you can punish me. I just don't know which way is up when I'm with you. That was very astute. He says, let's go get some food. She says, we've only been here for an hour. You've seen the photos. You've spoken to the boy. Ooh. Christian's like, you've spoken to Jose, the man who the last time I met him was trying to push your mouth while you were drunk and sick. And she says, he's never hit me. Feel the burn, Christian Grey. I think Anna just needs new men in her life. Or just no men in her life. They all seem to suck. He's so rude. She's like, please can we stay longer? And he says, no. Go. Now. Say goodbye. How can you put up with that? After breaking up with someone, you shouldn't be dealing with that kind of bullshit from them. Just because he brought me here, I have to do as he says? Who the hell does he think he is? Damn straight, woman. Stand up for yourself. Jose's giving her a big hug and Christian's scowling across the room. She hugs Jose back and I think Christian is going to expire. Hopefully. His glare darkens to something quite sinister and he drags her into an alley and pushes her up against a wall. He's kissing her violently. And now desire explodes like the 4th of July. She's kissing him back. He says, you full stop are full stop mine. Actually, he snarls it. That's just plainly not true. Do you want the photographer, Anastasia? He clearly has feelings for you. He's saying he loses control around her. He likes control, but around her, it evaporates. I only lose control and hit you because I love you so much. This relationship is so abusive. It's terrifying. Come, we need to talk and you need to eat. Hey, end of chapter 1. What happened in chapter 1? Well, firstly we had a prologue, which I believe was young Christian Grey being abused and watching his mum be abused. And then Anna was really sad and didn't eat for 5 days. And then they flew in a helicopter to Jose's show and Christian kissed her and was really icky, manipulative, ugh. So that's fun. If the corresponding Twilight book is anything to go by, Christian's going to give Anastasia to Jose, which is just another really fun, female empowering kind of thing to do. Oh, and we already had Icarus. Chapter 1, and we have Icarus twice. That's all for chapter 1. If you enjoy me reading these books, then you can support me by going to my Patreon page and pledging a small donation. That's optional, you don't have to. This book is making me feel uncomfortable in a way the first one didn't, so we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted on that. Goodbye.